Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the fourth part of our third project in Revit. I am Lulua Mark from Lulua Tech Designs. Some people call me Lulua TV, so you will choose how to call me. But Lulua TV, Lulua Mark, Lulua Tech Designs, I guess that's the same brand, and I will really go with anything you call me. So yeah, you're welcome back for this project, and I believe the 3 videos that I made have helped you a lot in learning Revit. Of course, we always start our projects from the scratch, and I believe if you continue to learn more from the projects we are doing, you'll be able to understand all the aspects of Revit, not only Revit, of course, architectural design as a whole. You realize we do a lot of space planning, which is pure architectural. It has nothing to do with the Revit because you can do that in any software. And how to make rooms functional, it's a very big aspect, and the interface of the software as a whole. So that is our goal, and this is where we left this project. The last time we were here, we really finished the first ground, let's say the ground floor. I was about to say the first floor, but of course the first floor is above the ground floor. So this ground floor has been fully furnished. All the rooms are fully furnished, and we have our stair here. We have a sitting room, living room. These bedrooms, they are all fully furnished. And of course, today we are going to the first floor. Yeah, as promised, we are going to the first floor. So let's continue from here. I'm going to open my first floor by double clicking on it. And from the first floor, we are going to start with the floor, because that is what we need to have to cover up the ground floor. So we shall go to our architectural tab, then we shall look for floor. We click on this drop down, we choose floor architectural, and we had the ground floor, which has a thickness of 150 millimeters. I'll click on the edit, I'll duplicate, and then I'll say the first floor, or I may say the upper floor, and I want to give a thickness of 200 because it is going to really carry a lot of weight. So I'll give 200. That is okay. I'll say edit, and I think for the material I'll leave it as it is, but for knowledge purpose, let's first of all change the thickness from here like that. Then for knowledge purpose, let's create a new material. In the material area, you are going to click here, and then we shall create a new material from this icon. And then we create a new material, we right click, we rename it. We can say upper floor. This is the same way we edited the wall. So in the graphics, let's go with a color. I think I'll go with some kind of brown color. I don't know, just that. That is looking a little bit green. I'll go with that. And then you can ignore this graphics because basically this shows you the appearance when you are in shaded mode, or you can select this. You can tick in this box to use render appearance, that it will take the appearance you have when you are rendering this work. So we shall go to appearance, and I will click on this icon to generate the asset browser. From the asset browser, we're looking for floor tiles. Let's just say floor, and it will be able to generate for us floor tiles. So I want this flooring. Here it has these materials. Let's look for what they are going to give us. Most of them look like woods. Let's see what we have. This looks like a carpet color. Okay, I'm going with this carpet color. I think I like it. So I'll close this. I'll say here apply, then I'll click on OK. From here I'll also click OK, and then I'll click apply, then OK. So we shall go to pick lines so that we can pick our lines. And of course we are going to draw really a very large floor. I want floor from here, I want floor from this side up to this side. I think I'll leave this one alone. My PC has started freezing. I'll go with this side. I'll create a floor here, and then we need to create a floor here. So I am going to use my trim to extend, which is this one. Trim to extend to corner so that I can extend this. I'll create this floor. I think for now we need to create the floor all over the room because we are going to cover this room or the ground floor with the upper floor. So I'll come to the pick lines again. I'll pick the remaining sides, though I don't need the entire space up here for my rooms. The PC has started complaining. We shall be patient enough. This is how it behaves sometimes when work is becoming a lot. So you have to get used to that. I'll put here, I'll put here, I'll put here. Then let's now come to trim. I'll trim this to this. Sorry about that. I'll trim this one to this. I'll unjoin. Then I'll trim this to that. I'll trim this to this. Then there's this part here that is remaining unconnected. So I'll click here, and then I'll join this to this. Then I'll trim this one like that. Then I'll click OK. So this is our floor. It is the top floor. When we come to the 3D, when we go to the 3D, this is what we have. You see that? This is the floor we have. It is covering the entire upper side of the ground floor. However, our stair has been hidden. Our staircase is being hidden by the roof of the floor of the first floor. So we need to remove this staircase. We have two options of doing this. I'll show you both options. For example, when you click on this floor, you can come to edit boundary. Then from edit boundary, you go to your first floor. Then you just select, you make sure you exclude the staircase area from the boundaries. It will give you an open space here. Or else, you can just come to your 3D, you select this shaft. When you select this shaft basically creates an opening on any surface. It can cut. When I click that, then I come to here, I say I want to create a shaft there, and I click OK. You realize this shaft has been created here, and if we just leave it like this, you see it will create an opening here, and of course it will cut a lot of things. However, it is not cut where we want it to cut. So I will not use the shaft, but it's an option you can also explore when you want to cut any surface. It can cut walls, it can cut anything really. So I'll delete it, but I'll use my edit boundary. I'll click on the flow, I'll edit boundary, I'll come to the first flow, I'll select, I want to pick my lines. I'll pick my lines and pick this, then I'll pick this, so we can join. I'll also pick, I think I need to pick this side, I need to pick this side, so we can trim. With the trim tool, we join that, we join this to this, something like that. So you make sure the stair is fully covered with these pick lines. This one needs to join that. So when we click OK, you realize the stair area is now open. And when you come to your 3D, this is what we have. You see that? Our stair area is completely open now. So that's exactly what you can achieve with this. I could decide to cover up to this side of the stair, but I think for now, let's leave it like this, so that it gives a lot of room for the headroom. So I'm going to save this part of the work we have done so far. Now we are going to start designing our spaces in the first floor. So let's see where the face of this building is. Here is the face. Then we shall come to our first floor. I am going to create only 4 rooms up here. We need a room for the family, that's the family room. We need 1 bedroom, we need a prayer room and a study room. So those are the rooms that we're going to create up here. And my rooms are going to start from here. So we have to go to our architecture, we pick wall, we pick architecture wall. Of course, we are going to use the main wall that we created in our ground floor. We shall draw a wall here, just like that. That is the first wall we want to have. And then we are going to have another wall. Let me pick this wall. I'll say create similar. I'll connect another wall here, just like that. Let it be here where this other wall is. So I am going to now start offsetting these walls, these 2 walls, to create our spaces up here. First of all, we need the living room. So the living room, we can say, not the living room really, the family room. The family room, let's say we are going with 5 meters. We have set in 5 meters this side, like that. Then of course, you know what to do. You come to your line dimension, you take the measurement so that our distance is exactly what we have given. So this is supposed to be 5 meters. And then from here we want to create another space here. Basically it will have the study room and the prayer room. So I want to see what we have here. That is 3 point. I think this distance is okay. I'm going to pick this wall. I'll create similar. Instead of setting, this time I just want to draw it like that. Then I'll pick this wall again. I'll create similar and I'll close it here like that. But of course we want this wall to sit exactly on this one. So we can do that by aligning. We click on this, we click on that, it will align there perfectly. So let's see the distance we have between this and this is 3.150. I think that is okay. I'm going to divide this space into 3. There is going to be a study room. We're going to have a washroom, common washroom. We're going to have an office, and of course the family room will be here. So we need a bedroom this side. I'm going to offset. We already have 5 meters. So I'll give this one, I think 4 can be enough. Let's offset here 4 meters. Let's ensure that this distance is really 4 meters here. Click on that, you come and do your measurements, you make sure it is 4 meters. Then of course this one I will drag it, I'll fit it here. So now we have this as a bedroom, which is also as big as the master bedroom that we had down. And then we have this area that we are going to partition into 3 different rooms. One will be common washroom. So I think I want this wall to extend here, so that we shall have this part. This one will be an office. Then we can have a common washroom here in the middle. So I'll offset this room. I'll offset it by let's say 1.5. 1.5 here. Let's see what we have by measurement. So it's showing here 1.3. Click on it, I'll say 1.5, like that. Then of course I'll also do 1.5 this side. I'll click on this wall, I'll also set it 1.5 this side. We want to ensure that it is real 1.5. Measure and you adjust here. You make sure it is 1.5, just like that. Of course we don't want this wall to go all the way, we shall bring it here. And then we are going to bring this wall here, and then we shall make sure this place is open. We go to the split element, OSL. You split this wall here, and then you can drag this one, or you can just come to your trim to extend. You extend this one to this side, and then this one you can take it there. And then of course this one here, we don't want it to go all the way. We shall also bring it back here. So this is what we have. This is what we have created. So someone will enter here into the family room, and then we have a bedroom here. We have this common washroom. We have these 2 rooms. This one goes to the office. This one goes to the study room. And then we need an escape route to these sides, because we are going to have this area for staying. Can be like a balcony or just a lounge. And then I will make this place covered up. It will be covered up. We may not really use it a lot, or we can also use it. We can access it from this side of our family room. So I'm trying to see a way of how we are going to access this area. let's first measure this room. We can create an opening from this side. This is 3.9. So we're going to leave a space for our prayer room. I'll click on this wall. I'll say create similar. I'll create another partition here. So from this partition, I'll delete this. I'll come to measure. I don't need a lot of space for a prayer room. Not because I don't pray, but I think prayer room is a space where you don't overstay. So I want to see what we have here. From here to here, 1.8. So I'm going to increase the prayer room to 2.2 so that I can have 1.5 here. This area will be used to access this other side of the open space. So I'm going to trim this wall to extend to that. Then I'll trim this to extend to this. So we have this area as an open space. So what we are going to do, I know right now it's very hard for you to see the walls, but I think I am going to change the graphics so that the walls can be clearly seen. If you want to change the graphics of these walls, first of all, you can click on the wall. You can come to edit type. When you see there's the coarse scale fill pattern, there's the coarse scale fill color, you can click on the fill color. Then you change the color you want. So you can say want a little bit reddish color, bring it here so that it can stand out. We say okay. Then you ensure that this is a fill. This is a solid fill. There are so many options here. You can choose any other option you want. You can decide to go with anything really. For me, I will go with solid color. I will say okay. So here when you click apply and you say okay, you see it will then you have to now change here. When you come to your visual styles, which is down here, you click on it, you come to the graphics, you go to from hidden lines, you can say shaded. When I click apply, you see that's what it will give us, right? And then when I come to my lighting, I want the lightings to change like that, things like that. When I click apply, that's what we shall have. And then if I come to shadow, I think I don't need shadow for now. When I come to sketchy, I don't need those ones for now. So this is what we shall have for now. I think we can see the difference of the walls we have created and the downer part of our building. I think it is a bit clear now. So I can also come to this detail level fine. From let's try coarse and see. So now if we come to coarse, it will show the color of the wall that we gave in our graphics edit. So now you can clearly see the walls as they are. So now this is what we have. I want to do something here about this floor. I'm going to click on this floor. I want to extend this side to continue all the way here. I don't want it to just stop with these corners. So I'll edit boundary. Then I'll use my trim and extend to extend this one to this side. Then I'll delete these ones in the middle like that. Then I'll say okay. So I want that one to be straight like that. Then this one can remain. Then we want this wall to enter inside to properly align on this one. We come to align, you click on this and then the inside part of that so that it can sit on the wall, on the downer wall. So I'll say save. Basically, this is what we want to have on the top floor. We want to use this space for simply these rooms, and much of it will be an open space. I like giving open space upstairs so that people can have a bit of nice view from up, so you can see what is taking place down. So we're going to have a room a door here. Let's see this space from here to here. I hope people will not fall. So we're going to have two doors. One door will lead to this side, another door will lead to this side, so that we are going to close this side. We can even close it with this wall. Close it with this wall like that, so that people don't get tempted to want to move from here. We could also use railings here, but I think with this wall it will make more sense. Yeah, then we can have our railing from here, then from this side also all the way to that side. Then we shall partition. I also want to partition this so that this one will remain for the master guy. So this wall, I want it to extend all the way to the end like that, so that this one will be for the master bedroom that is up here. So the person will access it from here. We shall have another door here, maybe a curtain door, and also a door from this side. So this is how I want the spaces in the upper floor to move. So we have finished this part. Now we can go to the furnishing of these spaces. Here I want to see how this how we're going to enter up here. Let's first tap on the 3D. Let's see the 3D. I hope this headroom is enough for someone to really walk, because they don't need to bend when they reach here. So I think we are going to do some kind of measurements here. Let's use this measure between two references tool and see what we shall get. I think the distance is real enough. I can see like 3 point something. So that means the headroom is okay. All we need to do now is to cover this part here. So we shall leave this area to be open, the rest we shall cover it. So you just click on the floor, this upper floor, you come to edit boundary, you go to your floor plan. We shall cover from here to this side. So I'll use I'll use my pick line. I'll pick this side of the wall, then I come to trim or extend. I'll extend this to this, then I'll extend this to that. So this part, I'll delete this one here. So we shall only have this as our opening. When you click OK, that will be it. If you come to your 3D, this is what we have. This side will be covered and we shall only have this opening. So you just enter here direct to this room, and when you enter in here, this part is properly covered. So now let's furnish our room. Let's start furnishing these rooms. So we shall start by putting doors and windows. So let's go to the ground floor. We pick a door here, this common this exterior door. This time you just come to create similar. You go to your floor, the other floor, you can put it here. Then I'll place another one. I think this side we shall need a single door, so I'll place it here. As you know, we want this to be 100 and it is at 100. So I want to see where this door is opening. It has to open from the outside. Yeah, just open from the outside. That means if you have these arrows inside, that means the door is opening outside. If you have the arrows inside, outside, that means it is opening inside. Then we go to our floor. We pick I'm going to pick this sliding door. I'll pick it. I'll say create similar. I'll come to my first floor. I'll place it here for people to use it from this other side. So we shall also make sure people open it from the outside because it is an exterior door. So now you can access this area from this door. You can also access this area from this door. This one here, I want it to be in the middle. This time I don't want it to be closer to any other wall, so it will be here in the middle. So I have saved my work. Let's continue placing doors. So we are going to keep placing interior doors now. So we shall pick one interior door. We say create similar. You come to your first floor. We want the interior door for this. Let's say for this room, and also for this room, and for this room, like that. So let us organize them. This one has to face. Let us click on it again. It seems to be having a problem. I'll delete it for now. This one is showing us where to place it. We can make this 100. Then this one has to, you have to flip it like this. And then of course this side has to be 100. And we shall flip it again so that it opens from the inside, because these are interior doors. So I'll click on this. I'll say create similar. I'll put it here. Then of course I'll flip it. I'll click on it. I'll flip it. Then I'll make sure this is 100, and it is. So just like that. Then we need a door that will be used to access that side from the inside. So I'll come to this sliding door. I'll copy it by using the create similar. I need it for the washroom and also for our man here to go outside. So he will open it from, I think, like that. And then I want it to be 100 this side. And then for the washroom, let's say we are giving this side 100, this side 100 here. Then of course I'll have to flip this. I'll flip this like that. So let's see this distance. I don't know if I can extend this. This is 1.5. That is a lot of space. So I can use this wall to try to cover this washroom a bit so that it has some bit of privacy. Let me see what we have now. 1.1, which is still a big space. So we can have 1 meter here. So we shall have this space to access these rooms. Of course, this small wall here will give some bit of privacy for this washroom, so that when people enter here, they can't see direct into the washroom. So I think our openings are done, especially the doors, but of course we need windows, right? Yes, we need windows. So we shall come to our ground floor. We shall pick the big windows. This one here, we come to create similar. We go to our first floor. So I'll start placing our windows. We need the window here. We need the window. I think we need the window here. We even need the window here. Some of these windows are really for decoration. Like this one here, we can even have 2 windows here. Because now this is the top floor, we need to decorate it very well. And the top floor has a lot of privacy up. That means people can't see direct into these rooms unless someone is inside the house. So we can really have a lot of windows here. So like that, we, I think, are done with the placing our windows. The windows are opening from the, you open them outside. This one has to be like that. This one has to come like this. Then of course these two, this one has to come, these ones have to come. This is 200, so that one should also be 200. For me, I've just placed these ones really to decorate this side of the house so that the house doesn't look too wally. Oh, so I say that is that English existing? Come to the ground floor, you pick a smaller window, create similar. Go to your first floor, you place another window here for the washroom. So come here, let's see, this is 300, this is 300, this is okay. So let's go to our 3D and see what we have. Now you see how these ones have been placed. Let's see the height of these walls. Now you realize our walls are having unconnected height of 2 meters. That means we picked, you remember the shorter walls we created inside the bedroom of the ground floor. This is the wall we used to create these other walls. So we are going to change the height. We shall right click on this wall. We say select all instances visible in view. However, it will pick everything. So we are having trouble. The best way to do this is to first click on one wall. You change it to 3.5 because that is the height we want to have. Then we shall use a tool called create similar. Not really create similar, but match properties. I believe we have never used it in this project before, so this is the best time to use it. So you come to this, it is here, match type properties. The shortcut is MA. You click on it, you click on this, and then you click on another. You see what we got? It will match this property to the other one, and we shall have our wall extended up. So you click on it again. We are still matching properties, right? Just like that. We are still matching properties. We can do this for anything actually. Can keep doing that. Can keep matching properties like that. Can keep matching properties until you have all your walls extended to the desired height. So now we have our walls extended to the desired height, which is 3.5, right? So this is what we have at the top level. This is what we have created. Have you seen that? However, we have not given the head heights for our windows and our doors in the first floor. So I'll click on this door. Down here the head height is okay, but now for the windows the head heights are not okay. So when I right click, I say select all instances visible in view. It will select all the windows. That is not what we want. We shall just click on one window. We say the head height should be 1.5, and then when it takes it there, Do you remember what we did? We used our match type properties. So I will match the type of this property to this one here. However, this one is refusing to highlight. I don't know why. I really don't understand why it cannot match these properties. So if it refuses, we go manual. Click on this, you change it to, where has it gone? It is here. You change it to 2.5, just like that. Now that it is asking us to do it manually, we need to do it manually. 2.5. This is 2.5. This height depends on your design, really. You can have it less than this, you can have it higher than this. It entirely depends on your design. But because I like giving my floor heights at 3.5, I always feel it is suitable to have the head height at 2.5. However, you can have it at lesser than that. I think this one is okay. So I don't know if we still have another opening this side. This one seems to be okay. I don't know. 2.5 everywhere. 2.5. 2.5. Wait, this thing keep hiding it. I don't know why. 2.5. This seems to be the last one. 2.5. Yeah, I guess so. Let's see what this one is having. Click on it. It's 2.5. I think we are done with this. All of them. Let's see this. 2.5. 2.5. Yeah, I think we're done with the openings as well. Maybe the only openings we have not tackled are those ones inside. So I'll click on that. It's 2.5. I think the doors inside are okay. They're already set at 2.5. This is 2.5. This is 2.5. So we don't have any worries with the doors inside. When I come to our first floor, the only thing remaining this side is to furnish these rooms. I will not really over furnish these ones because you already understood how we furnished our ground floor. Just the same way we did this, you are going to do the same for the first floor. I leave this one as an assignment to you. Make sure you furnish these rooms. You put all the materials, the components necessary for specific, like for this, you need the bed, you need the washroom, you can create a washroom here. I think we can create that. Let's do that. I'll come to this wall. I think I'll pick which wall can we pick? Which wall can we pick? Most of these walls now have components attached to them. I think I'll pick this one here. I'll say create similar. I'll create here, create here. That one is bending. I'll create here. Then I'll create another one here. So let's do our measurements. Let's do our measurements. Here, this is very, very small here. So you realize we are going to do away with this window so that we can have a washroom here. Let this washroom be 1.8. 1.8 by 1. Let's move this window a bit. 1.8 by, let's say 1.3. I think that is enough for this bedroom. Why is this measurement having weird this measurement looks weird? It's not advisable to have this kind of measurements where your space is ending with a number, a figure, a number like this. It's always good if this one ends with a 0. So we can try to squeeze some 0 here. So you realize when we click on this, it gives a different measurement. When we leave it, it also gives a different measurement, right? So let me first delete it. Let me delete the measurement. Then I pick it again. I do measure here. So it is that. So we can have this as 3.9 instead of 3.8999. Let's say 3.9, like that. So it's always good to have 0 at the end instead of a number like this. So this is a space for movement, so you don't have to worry about this because it will not be measured in terms of the way they do measure walls and the things inside the room. If you can have this as a space, it will not have a bigger trouble, but by all means you should always avoid such kind of measurements. So we can have this as 980, which is still okay, just like that. This is okay. This is enough space for movements. So now we have created this washroom for this bedroom. The rest I leave it as an assignment for you to create to put components in this room. So we are going to cover this room or this first floor with a floor and also the roof. We shall do the roof in this video. So let's first create a floor to cover it up. So we shall come to architecture, we go to floor, we pick that. I need a smaller floor. This floor, let's see the thickness. This thickness is too much. I don't know which floor is this, but I want something like 100, just. Oh, I'll just duplicate it and say yeah. So now I'll come to pick line. I'll pick these lines. Pick these lines for these walls. I don't understand why my PC freezes when I'm picking lines. So I'll pick, let's wait for it. I'll pick this side, please. And then this one is here. So I'll use my trim. I'll extend this to this side. I'll extend this to this. I guess that one is okay. Then I'll extend this to this. Basically that, I'll say okay. Now the walls are overlapping. Do you know why? If you come to height offset here in the properties, it is sitting on the floor down. However, we want this to sit at 3.5 meters above. So that warning will disappear, and when we come to our 3D, we shall see our floor is there. This floor is just, it will act like a ceiling. Of course, it will give us options to create ceilings down. You can design your ceiling the way you want. So from here, we are going to create our roof, right? This is the point for creating our roof. So let me save it. We are not going to waste a lot of time. We are going to create our roof. So we shall come to our roof level. At your project browser, you double click on roof level. You realize the roof level only has this part, right? It only has this part. But when you come to your 3D, you'll see that. So at the roof level, we shall come to architecture tab. We look for roof. Click on this drop down. We are going with the first option, which says roof by footprint. So you come to pick line. You just pick these ones. This roof is the easiest roof to draw, I guess, because it is just a square. This is not square. This is a rectangle, but it's almost a square. Now, if we just click OK here, make sure you always click on don't attach so that it doesn't attach all the walls to the roof. So when you click OK, you come to a 3D, you realize this is the kind of roof we are going to have. And I believe you don't want this beautiful house of yours to have this kind of roof, right? This is a modern design, and these days modern designs have hidden roof, and most of them are lean-to roof. There are so many types of roofs. We have lean-to, which can be hidden. Even this is a hipped roof. It can also be hidden. There's gable roof. There's butterfly. We have scallion, and so many others that you can go and research about. But this is not the kind of roof we want. We are going to edit this roof. I want to create a lean-to roof that will be hidden. So you click on the roof here in the 3D, you come to edit footprint. You come to your roof. Then we want this roof to slide on one side. So it will slide towards the face of this building, and the face of the building is of course this side. But I want the roof to pour water. I want the roof to pour water. It is supposed to pour water at the closest end. So you realize these two sides are closer than these two. So we shall choose either this or this for the roof to pour water. However, they say the face of the house has to be a bit shorter. But now that the face is this side, I think I can pour my water this side, because this area is going to have a lot of our opening space for staying. So what we shall do, we shall click on this. You come to define slope, you uncheck it. You click on this, you come to define slope, you uncheck it. You click on this, you come to define slope and check it. That means we're only left with this as the slope that is going to pour water. Now you click on it. For such roofs, you can have an angle of just 5 degrees. You click OK. You just write 5 and click OK. Then when you click finish, you should not attach, right? As we promised, we are not attaching. Now when you come to your 3D, that's what you'll have. You see how the roof is sliding? That is what we want to achieve, right? Yes. However, you see the thickness of this roof. You can't have a roof with this kind of thickness. So you click on the roof, you come to edit type. The same way you edited your wall, you're going to duplicate, you say roof, right? This is our roof. Then you come to the edit, you see all these different things. And for me, I just want to leave one component here. I'll click on this structure, I'll delete. Click on this finish, delete. I'll delete this thermal. Of course, you remember that these two core boundaries can't be deleted. I'll leave this finish. I'll give it 15, a thickness of 15 millimeters. Then for now, I want to leave this metal panel, or you can still continue to the material. You go and create a new material. you rename it, you say roof. I believe by now you understand these things now. In the graphics, I want the color to be a little bit brown, just like that. Then in the appearance, we're going to look for our asset. We're looking for roof. Then it will generate for us these things. We click on the roof. So we have these tiles you can use for your roof, all these ones. Now you can choose whatever thing you want. Me, I am going with the real iron seats. I don't want tile. I'll go with most of these are tiles. I'm seeing slate single. This is an iron seat. Is it? Let me look for this. This. I guess I'll go. This is also a tile. Standing seam. Okay, let's go with this. I guess I'll go with this. So I'll click apply. I'll apply. Now I'll say okay, apply, and okay. This will be our roof. You see that? That is our roof in the 3D. In case you don't know how to rotate, first of all, in the beginning of our project, I told you need the external mouse. You connect it to your computer so that you can use all the three buttons. Then you can use shift and the middle part of the mouse to pan or to rotate like this. It allows you to rotate. You can also use the scroll button of the mouse to zoom in and out, just the way I'm doing. Of course, you can also use this. You can use this tool here to also rotate, but of course this one is a bit fixed. It will not give you exactly what you want. This one can show you elevations. If you pan like this, it will show you another elevation. If you pan like this, it will show you another elevation, like that. Then of course we also have these tools. When you click on it, it has all these options. You can orbit allows you to rotate. Here you now use, of course, just your normal. There's this zoom. You can experiment all these ones. Me, I don't like using them. I use my mouse. My mouse makes real work easier for me. So this roof, I think it's not too big for us to get so worried. So I can have my water to pour this side, then another one this side. Now, from here, I don't like this side of the house. Imagine the whole of from here to here only has one window. I guess we shall come and create some kind of curtain walls here to make this area look nice. It's the back end, and let me see from the ground floor, not ground floor, but yeah, it is actually this side of the house, and it is having only this window. So we're going to create a similar window here, just like that. Then we shall have another window for this washroom. I had actually forgotten about placing these components here. So I believe it is now looking much better. However, they are mixed up. They are not level in terms of the head height, just like that. This one comes, then goes, let's click there, 2.5, just like that. Yeah, So that's what we have. Then we're going to draw our parapet walls to cover this roof, because I promised that this is going to be a hidden roof. Now you'll draw your parapet wall from the roof level, from here, from the roof level. So we shall come and let's say we want a wall. Just click on the wall from that texture tab. We shall first of all just create walls like that. We shall improve on it later. Shall click create all over. Then let's go to our 3D. You see what we have? We have huge house hiding the roof. However, we don't want these walls to be that high. And what we shall do, we shall click on this wall. You come to your properties, you can reduce the unconnected height. Let's say we want this one at 600, since the slope of the roof this side is 5. Let's see if it is enough. It is not enough, so you can take it to, let's say, 1000. So I think 1000 is enough. So I'll use this 1000 height for all the floors. You know what we did? We came to our match type properties. We matched this property to this, and to that. Just like that, we have reduced the walls. Now this is what we have for now. Of course, there's still a lot to do. You realize the roof is cutting through this wall, right? So we're going to edit footprint. After selecting the roof, you come to your roof level. Now, instead of the roofs entering outside, we shall pick the interior sides, right? We can just align. You click on this, you align this to that. As simple as that. You see how this one has come? And then you come to this align again. Align. You align this to this. It goes inside. You escape. And then where this one, there's another one here. We have to align this to this, just like that. Let's see. No, we want this one to align to this, just like that. It seems there's a wall that is deceiving us down there, but we shall find out. Now for this part here, we need to leave some space for the gutters. So we're going to offset this one, let's say 200 millimeters inside, like that. And then we shall trim, we shall extend, we trim and extend, we trim and extend. So we shall delete the outer one, shall be left with this, and the degree of the slope is still the same. When I click OK, of course I don't want to attach. I come to my 3D. No roof is now cut in the wall. So this part was the one that was lying to us. Let's click on the roof. We edit footprint. We come to the roof. It is this part that has been disturbing us. We can actually just push this like this, like that, or we can align so that it does a perfect work for us instead of pushing it manually. Just like that, we can finish it. Don't attach. Come to your 3D. It is covered up properly now. There's no space and opening there. Then of course we only have an opening this side, which is for our gutters. This one will take water to the duct. I think I need to increase it a little bit. I'll click on the roof. I'll come to footprint. I'll come to the roof. This one, I remember the 200 didn't come the way we expected, so we're going to now go with 100 deeper. 100 plus 100, that is 200. Of course, we shall trim and extend. I'm creating a space here for us to design our gutters. These gutters will be used to collect the rainwater. It will take the rainwater to the duct, so will not attach, so that rain does not accumulate here on the roof. You should always take that into consideration. So our roof is done. Trust me, we are at the stage of now starting to do facades for this house. We have basically finished now modeling the house or designing it the way we wanted. So we shall come back with the facading now, because I believe we have already finished the floors. And for the first floor, I remember giving you an assignment of furnishing the interior of this room. Make sure you place all the components necessary for these rooms to function. We have already put the doors and the windows, so we have created the roof. We are only left with the facades. So when we come back, we shall start facading this building. And if you have been with us from the start of this project, I believe there's a lot you have learned, and please don't run away before you finish completing this building, because when we come back, we shall surely start doing facades, and it is going to be a wonderful experience creating a very nice facade like this. Have you seen this? Yeah, we shall be able to do some things like that. So trust me, we are not going away yet. Let's try and finish this project up to completion so that you learn everything. It is not always good to leave project in the middle. Make sure you subscribe, share this with your friends, and please make sure you take care, because I want to see you back here again as we proceed with our project. From me to you today, I say bye bye.